Speak to us about emotional violence, how that can be used against women, and how women need to be aware of psychologically being gaslighted.
Yes. So Sonali, like a lot of us now are quite familiar with physical violence,
right,
you know, which you call domestic violence also. But what we don't really think about much and know about is psychological violence. Because psychological violence is so insidious, you know, you can't touch it. Physical violence, you can see the scar and the, you know, shot on the face and the blue eyes and everything and the strangle marks. Psychological violence is where the attack is on the person's mind, to destroy the person's mind. So it can happen from man to woman, or woman to man, of course. But research have shown that it's mostly man to woman, but there are exceptions. So when we call about psychological violence, it's where, say in the context of a man as the perpetrator, attacks a woman's mind in various ways. So for example, these terms that you said, love bombing is where at the onset of a relationship or before even a relationship has started, this the suitor might be really texting you, calling you, sending you gifts and bombing you with love, which can be a little uncomfortable. Now we see that in traditional societies, and women who are not that empowered kind of like it. They think, he really likes me. You
because
know?
You get the validation.
Yes, 100 text messages and whatnot. I'm very, very thrilled about it. Then the woman, even if she may not initially like the man, might then agree. There are a lot of bombing of love now. Then once the woman has now got into a relationship, then starts another scenario, which we can call as breadcrumbing. Now breadcrumbing comes from, we feed birds crumbs. We don't give them the entire piece the size of bread. We give them a crumb. So similarly, a man can give, now the initial love bombing stops, now it's a little bit of a love, one text messages. Or when the woman sends a text message, the response comes about 5 hours after, or with one word response. So now the crumbs have started. Then another phenomena is gaslighting. Now that's very dangerous. Gaslighting actually comes from a movie in the 1930s called The Gaslighter.
Okay.
Where a man changes the reality of the woman. So he would say things like, say if he pushed her and she says, why did you push me? And he would say, I didn't push you, you just fell. Or the woman, they would go for a party and the woman is eating something and she would say, that's a really tasty meal. Did you eat it? So you're basically toying with the woman's reality. And that's really dangerous because after some time, the woman thinks she's going crazy. That she doesn't believe her own thoughts, her feelings and her own reality. And that makes her very dependent on the man. Now we have come across situations, Sonali, where sometimes the woman might find even underwear of other women in the husband's clothes or in the car, and the husband says, oh, it's your underwear. And she says, well, I don't wear this size. But he would say, but it's yours. And the woman thinks, okay, it may be mine. So that's a level of gaslighting. So all of these tactics are called psychological violence. There are so many others. It can erode a woman's self-confidence and mental well-being.